And we are live. Hello, everybody. Yes,
Hello.
It took me, I'm staring at my laptop screen, staring at the introduction. I'm like, chalo, sab kuch chal raha hai na. Unmuting, muting. I'm like, audio chal raha hai na. Everything is good now, but we are
just
fine.
Obsessed with the intro. You just didn't want the intro to stop. You got to switch to us ages ago. You just didn't want the intro to stop. Be real.
Yeah.
So proud of that intro.
I was very proud. I was like, let the flute music commencing.
As
I'm like,
you should be.
Yeah,
as
man.
you should be.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to a brand new show. This is something that we are trying out. It's called Binge-O-Clock. It's a show where Rohan and I are going to be talking about all the things that we are watching right now, all the things that we are reading, playing, watching. There is no limit to what we are doing all the time.
This is true.
But we thought we'll assemble our geek powers together and just nerd out over certain things whenever they happen. I think that's a very sad intro, but yeah, that's the basic gist.
I mean, that we'll work on it. We'll get there. This is the first time we're trying this. We'll get there. Hello, Newt. Hello, Drishti. Hello, Soumya. Hello, Madhav.
Yeah, see guys, this is the best part of today's stream is that unlike unpopular opinions, we always focus on the chat. But today, not only are we going to be reading the chat, we'll also be replying to some of you guys. We'll also be going through stuff that you guys say. So ask us your questions, give us your opinions. We are going to be discussing everything. We're going to go full deep dive into Squid Game. And I'm really excited to start. So shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. This is also probably a good time to tell people that if you haven't watched Squid Game yet, this is not the place for you.
Yeah.
Because spoiler alert would be putting it mild.
There are going to be a lot of spoilers from the start to the end. Yeah. Every single thing is going to be discussed. And I mean, if you've still not seen it, what are you doing? It's been 2 weeks now. It's
also
done.
True. What are you doing?
Like, I feel the spoiler period is 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, if you get spoilers,
the spoiler moratorium is over.
Exactly.
Spoiler moratorium is over.
That's your problem. You should have seen it straight away.
The rule for single episodes is 1 week. And the rules for this thing are 2 weeks. For entire shows are 2 weeks.
Yeah. I agree. So, guys, if you missed out on the show, please watch it as soon as you can. And as soon as we are done with the discussion, if you're still interested in watching it, then please be our guest. All right, cool. So, first things first, before we start, wow, someone from Japan has sent us a super chat. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. First international super chat, really appreciate it. Shall we then, on that beautiful note, start with the chat?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Wait. Alright guys, welcome. This is the official Squid Game discussion. I've got Rohan and me. I'll just ask you before we even just get straight into it, like, did you watch Squid Game the moment it came out, or did you watch it when the hype built up and you're like, what is this?
It came out and then the hype started to build, and I think I watched it before a lot of people, so I was lucky. But also I made the mistake of where I started watching it and I started recommending it to people, and then because I had work, I could watch like 4 episodes and then I had to go away, and then in that time everybody else of course binged all 10 episodes, and then I had to be the one going no. Then I just sat one night and burned through it.
Yeah, so that's what exactly happened, right? I saw the trailer for Squid Games and I'm like, okay, this seems interesting. I mean, I've seen shows like this before, so it'll be fun. Let's watch it. And I saw the first episode. I was watching the first episode. I'm watching, and Meghna was walking around. And then I was like, you know what, Meghna, why don't you come on board? So she came on board from the second episode onward. And then thorough binge, like back to back. Come on, let's finish the show off.
Hold on.
Except one boo-boo happened on my part. Never ever, and this is a rule for anyone who's trying to watch a new show, never ever YouTube the name of the show, because within the next 3 days...
No, that's a rookie mistake.
The ending twist. That was the first thing I saw. It sucked because I was watching and I was also feigning surprise, like something would happen, I'd just be like,
oh wow, that's surprising.
I didn't know it.
How surprising. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And you know what happens when you know the ending twist? All the Easter eggs that they have planned throughout the show actually make sense. Yeah.
All the little foreshadowing.
Yeah. Stuff that you would watch at the end, you're like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah. The good thing is, and I'm very proud of this, I suspected that geriatric piece of shit from the start.
it was very Saw-like, like it was a very like Saw-like. He says brain tumor builds up a story. You're like, हाँ ठीक है, cool.
Also from a screenwriting perspective,
Yeah.
since this is a deep dive, let's go all the way there.
Yeah.
In the second episode, the one called Hell,
Yeah.
where they all go outside into the real world, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that entire metaphor builds that if the real world's so terrible, you probably go back to the game, which is every single person. So Ji Hyun, then the stockbroker, the investment banker,
Sang-woo from SNU.
Sang-woo, and all of them, right?
Yeah.
Like Cyborg, all of them. You see their individual stories from their perspective.
Yeah.
You see, like the camera follows them and the story follows them. The old man only shows up in Ji Hyun's story.
Yeah.
Like when Ji Hyun is sitting there and like drinking or whatever, the old man comes to meet him. You never just see his life from his perspective. And I'm like, that's suspicious.
That's sus. That's major sus.
That's mad sus. Why didn't we get like his POV story in this episode? And why is he only appearing through Ji Hyun's perspective? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't seem right. And then
Yeah, that's the whole thing, right? So like, I was watching the show, I saw him, he's running around, I was like, okay, fine, still at the back of my head there was that nagging suspicion, but I had not read the full article, so I thought, okay, chal, I'll give this old man benefit of the doubt. Then when he comes and meets, I'm like, okay, chal, I'll give benefit. Then when he stands up and he's like, oh no, what are you doing? Please stop this fight. I'm like, fuck off, dude.
Also when he's like, oh, this in the Marble episode where he's like, oh, this looks like my old house, like used to be in a lane just like this, and I'm like, oh man.
And like this is like, I mean, I get it. You may have started it, but this is now fan service. Like they are like, आपको मैगी अच्छा लगता था ना? मैगी अच्छा.
No, Drishti, I thought the OD didn't get a story because of his brain tumor. But that's the thing. They could have followed him, right? They could have, he goes to the hospital and he can't afford like this thing or whatever. And you see that, like you see with everybody else, but you didn't. And that's always a good clue.
Yeah. Like it's the same thing, right? Like when I saw the Marble episode, and again, small Easter eggs, like this card that is, when he reaches his house, the card is there, the triangle, circle, square. And I'm like, man, why? I know this. But also there was this nagging suspicion, because if you've seen, like I said, like Saw was the entire same thing. The entire Saw franchise is based on an old man with a tumor who has less time to live, so he fucks around with people. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get the gist of it. Although I do agree, they made it really believable for him to be the sad, lonely,
also,
man.
Can we just respect what an incredible actor he is? Like, it's a cast full of heavyweights, and his character just owns it. Like every scene he's in, there's just something about like the guy. Yeah.
It's see what I like, right? Especially when you're doing a character that is an old man, but sort of an old man who's also a master manipulator. I love that feigning of, oh, I forgot. Oh, there is nobody to choose me. That sympathetic, and then you peel back the layers and you're like, wow, you have to be really good at fucking around with people to literally be that, like sympathetic and all.
Yeah, exactly.
Great guy, man.
Exactly.
It's that the problem again, and spoilers, but that now we are getting into it. When he died, right at the end, I was like, okay, okay, cool. That's
who, the old man?
Yeah, when the old man dies. Yeah.
So that. But I gotta say, I love that scene, that entire scene where they're looking out of his hospital bed, and there's that guy lying on the road.
Yeah.
And there's that moment of let's play a game.
Yes.
He says to him, right? Again, he's like, let's play a game. Also that, and what's beautiful about it is on the one side is this twisted guy who basically, essentially, because he's rich, can turn anything into a game for anyone, because he could essentially bet indefinitely, versus this man who's been established to be in his horrible situation because he's a degenerate gambler.
Yeah.
And they suddenly turn that into a game, and the stakes out of in just 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
The stakes, like you watch 9 episodes of stakes.
Yeah.
And the highest stakes possible, but suddenly in just 5 minutes the stakes go so high for this character and this person we've never met before. And
no, it was fantastic. Take all my money if I am wrong, but I believe in humanity. And I'm like, no, no one's going to come to rescue him. Humanity doesn't exist.
And when they do, that's just so amazing, right? Because he sees that guy come, check on him, and just walk away. And then he comes back with those cops, and I was like,
Yeah. Man, there are so many things about that ending that don't work for a lot of people. It does work for us in certain, like if you look at the deeper meaning, yes, it does work for us. But as a normal audience member, I'm like, okay, cool, okay, he's dead.
I didn't like the ending in the sense that I mean, with him, that was the only this thing. There's no way. I don't want to give Westworld spoilers, but like this is the Anthony Hopkins role. Like he signed on for one season.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You know Anthony Hopkins. Like I'm not coming back for season 2 and 3, guys. I'm these are the training wheels. When they come off, you guys are on your fucking own. I'm Hannibal Lecter. I don't have time for this shit. And this old guy was like that. And you knew he wasn't going to come back.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. The part of the ending I didn't like. And the part that felt tacked on was the part where he goes back and he's like, I will end you. Like, he does that whole Neo thing. Where he's like, I'm going to find you and destroy you.
Yeah.
But it's just, was like, this feels like you had an actual ending to your story.
Yeah.
And this, like, you added this on. Even if that's not the case, that's how it feels.
It's the number one thing that people make fun of, that despite the fact that they've made Jihan such a sympathetic character, in real life he's a terrible father. And when you have a chance, sure, you can destroy the game, fuck yeah. Or you take all your money, figure out your resources, go meet your daughter. You can meet your daughter and destroy the game also. Right? Meet her, then come back.
Like, come back 3 weeks from now, nothing will change. You can do exactly that thing that you're planning to do, but in 3 weeks. Like, exactly that. You go to Disney World. You do all these fun things.
Give all the money to your daughter. Be like, now his daughter's also poor because he didn't.
For no reason.
It's absolutely unnecessary.
And what makes it worse is that all those other people died for nothing.
Yeah. It's a beautiful, like, when I like the ending for me, it got me off guard because I thought, fuck yeah, this guy has got all his money. It's going to be amazing. Then I found out his mother died. I'm like, okay. Yeah, what he was fighting for, it's not there anymore. But then showing him homeless, completely not using the money at all, I'm like, no. There is no way that you have so much trauma that you're not going to use that. You will in fact use that money to hide the trauma. Like
also Soumya K has an interesting point. Also the fact that he just left like Cyborg's brother with Sangu's mother. Like he's just like, oh hey, by the way, I'm just going for 2 seconds. I'll be back. Then he just abandoned this child. Is going to grow up traumatized. He's like, I had a sister, said she loved me, and then she left me in this like foster home, just never came back. Then this guy came, he goes, hey, don't worry about it. I know your sister, and I have a lot of money. You don't have to be here again. I'm going to take care of you. And then he goes, okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave you with this old woman for 2 minutes. And then he doesn't come back. And now this lady is old, so with the greatest respect, at some point she's going to pass away, and he's just going to be like, fuck people. Like, people are garbage. I'm going back to North Korea. South Koreans are garbage. Like, I'm going back. Like, just fuck that. I'm going to be the first guy to like be like, hello, I would like to come back.
Yeah, and imagine like a few years pass and he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to find the guy who left me here. I'm going to find the guy. He looks around, he finds that one dude with red hair walking around. I don't know what happened to him, buddy. I think shit really went downhill.
No idea, but...
A lot of people were going like, red hair is like a very like symbolic, like, like it's about blood and about retribution and all. I just
also same color as the tracksuits.
As the tracksuits. I mean, on a whole, okay, if you were to look at now the show on a whole from start to end, I enjoyed it. I did. I thoroughly enjoyed watching Squid Game. And chat, please let me know if you guys enjoyed it or no.
It's one of those shows, I'll give this thing as I would give to Lost. It's just enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Enjoy the journey, all right? If you spend too much time looking at the ending, you'll drive yourself crazy. But if you just sit back and enjoy the actual ride of it, it's outstanding.
Yeah. There are so many aspects of the show that I found. So, like, I don't know about you, okay? Like, when I watch, Utkarsh, we will discuss Alice in Borderland as well. Whenever I watch a show, I don't know about you. Do you admire everything else? Like, I admire camera work, I admire set design, I admire costumes. And I was blown away by the set design.
It's just very interesting choices, right? Where you just go with these like simple but amazing like neon colors and shapes. Yeah. And you give it this super surreal like Truman Show vibe.
Yeah.
With the way that entire game area is structured.
Yeah.
And then you have that stairway. Which,
the MC stairway.
and I think there's some sort of place in Greece or Italy that's similar, and it's sort of designed on the basis of that.
No, that's the MC Escher
Like-
painting, na, where the stairs are infinite stairways and there are people walking. So
correct,
it's I think it's based on that, of an infinite number of people walking.
Okay. And
Yeah,
so
man.
there's that, and then just the idea of how you go circle, triangle, square for hierarchy, and then that's why the front man has multiple. There's just such simple, stunning visual choices that you could have had this be like a very traditional, like I feel like if an American this thing had made it, everybody would have been like black military uniform.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
this, that. But these little choices just elevate it, and that sort of surreal, like you've left Earth and now you're in this weird surreal limbo vibe.
Yeah.
Like really nicely.
Yeah. And also, like a lot of people are talking about the color and the color of the contrast color. The last fight was shot beautifully. Yes, indeed, it was. Like in terms of shooting, also they've equipped all this. Like they've used everything when it came to like your slow motions, your ramps, your
everything.
I had a thought. I got distracted. Chat, what are you guys doing? I was saying something and I completely got distracted. But what was I saying? Yes. Oh man, dude, I'm not even kidding. After it came out, there's always that initial phase when a show comes out and you're like, oh my god, I'm mesmerized by the show. Then it becomes a pop culture phenomenon and you're like, oh my god, everyone's mesmerized by the show. And then it becomes a point where you're like, bro, everyone shut up, dude. Shut up.
Shut up about the show, alright?
Shut up.
Why couldn't you have been excited about it at the same time I was excited about it?
Yeah, like why now? Why everyone's like, hey, Squid Game dekha kya Squid Game? I'm like, yeah, bro, I saw it back when it was cool. Because the world, okay, so fun facts, Netflix number one, the biggest, highest show ever released on Netflix has been Squid Game. It surpassed that show, which was that Bridgerton, which was that British show. That's my reaction. It was a British show. Along with that, it's also had a cultural
I'm pretty
impact.
sure it was an American, it's a Shonda Rhimes show, right?
It was a British show.
Yeah, it was a British show. It starts with the letters BRI, and
yeah, it's British. That's it. That's
Bridgerton
how it
doesn't sound like a place.
Britain
like
has
in
bridges.
America.
Yeah, Britain has bridges.
Yeah,
So that's the
like
entire
if the
case.
show was called like Cleveland or whatever, I'd be like, this is in America.
Yeah. Like kids in Ireland recently started playing red light, green light, where they beat up the children who lost, and it got into a major bullying issue at the school.
I feel like people may have misunderstood some of the aspects of the satire and metaphor that the show is trying to convey. The idea is not to look at the adults and now make the children's game worse.
Yeah.
That's not the point of the Squid Game.
And right, you're right, Nithala. Halloween costumes are all going to be inspired by Squid Game.
They're all going to be Squid Game. There's going to be 45 people.
Easiest
It's
costume.
actually going to be exactly like the show. There's going to be 45 people you don't recognize because they're wearing the exact same outfit of the henchman at whatever party you are at.
Which I always felt that henchman costume was like, what was it called? It's Money Heist had sex with a PlayStation controller. That's the perfect this thing. Take the red outfit, throw a PlayStation card,
that is accurate.
Done, man. Go up to them, just press the button 2-3 times, activate cheat codes, bam, congrats, you're out of the game.
That is very, very accurate. That is hard. But what happens if you're at a Halloween party where half the people are dressed as henchmen
Ooh.
and half the people are dressed as players?
Ooh.
Are we suddenly at the forefront of a new psychological experiment?
Yeah, it's Stanford Prison Part 2
yeah,
at the Halloween.
exactly.
I would love for that to happen.
Exactly.
Which brings me to the question, given a choice, and chat also, given a choice, like there's a theory going around, by the way, that if you choose, when you play that Dark G game, if you choose the red color, that means you become a guard. That is the theory. That's if you choose blue, you become a player, you choose red, you become a guard. So given a choice, would you be a guard or a player?
I'm going to go with, as horrible as this sounds, I'm going to go with guard because I'm not taking a 1 in 456 chance in life or death games. No. Just no. I'll be middle management. It's fine.
I don't even want to be middle. I'll be lower.
I'll be
at the square.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll be 65 years old one day and be like, you know what? When I was a kid, I saw some mad shit. And everybody like, oh, Grandpa, you forgot to take your medicine. Grandpa's talking about the weird island where they shot all the people again. And he's forgotten his medicine again because that shit can't have happened.
I'm lower level grandpa, so I'm like, yeah, in my time we used to make these square, triangle, circle cookies, and they're like, Grandpa, please, these stories are so boring.
Yeah, really, Grandpa, really, leave it.
Someone gave a beautiful option, frontman. Oh yeah, that dude is cool.
Frontman.
If I
Frontman
could,
is interesting.
it's the mixture of both, right?
Actually, I'm with Utkarsh. I'll be the recruitment guy. I mean, in principle, I am a huge fan of just walking around slapping people. In principle, I'm down with this. And if I get to wear a cool suit and just randomly go up to people and do the equivalent of Bhai Sahab, prank tha, camera wahan pe. And that involves just slapping the shit out of so many people. Sign me up.
Like, see, there was a segment I wanted to do called unanswered questions, but I want to bring up an unanswered question here. Like, don't other people notice this happening? Like, if this was in Bombay, there would be a crowd gathered around just staring at this game happening. Like, in
No, there'd be a line of people lining up to do it. It would be a crowd. There'd be a line of people on both sides.
Ek maane do na, please. Ek thappad maane do, please.
It would happen. It would be like star spots would be all over that shit.
Yeah, like that dude is that. So like that also brings us to the question: are there more recruiters? Right? Like, is it just
Of
that
course there
one
are more
dude,
recruiters.
or
No,
there
no,
are
I'm
a
sure
lot
there are
of cool
multiple
dudes with
recruiters.
suits walking around just playing
I'm sure
games
there's
with
at
people?
least 2-3 recruiters, because if you got 456 people who are in that, this guy did not go and recruit 456 people in such a short period of time. That's not possible.
That's also very impressive. You know, that means you have to really travel. So they are like, someone is really paying for his Uber and all of that.
Like, eat shit, Rocket Singh. Like, really? Like, I'll give you Salesman of the Year.
Super chat from Rohan and Priya. Thank you so much for the super chats, guys. The VIP, I think the VIPs were supposed to represent us. No, Nithila, why? Why us? Like, because we are voyeurs? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that the higher message?
But we didn't pay anywhere near as much to do it. So
Yeah.
I feel like they were meant to like represent like the ultra wealthy, and also meant to represent that in the end there's something very heartening about knowing that हर देश में एक कोलाबा कॉजवे है जहां कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर जाते हैं और 5 गोरे लोगों को राउंड अप करते हैं और बोलते हैं कि चल भाई तू आज 2 दिन के लिए एक्टिंग करेगा, मतलब इंग्लिश थोड़ा एक्शन आता है ना.
69 nice. I'm so bad.
Oh my god, like, it's very heartening to know that. Like, it's very heartening to know that, like, in the sense, like, it was just like, yaar, Bob Christo ki yaad aa gayi. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it was like in India, right? You've got him, you've got Tom Alter, you've got that, your select bunch of the white people that you're going to be using, and then just give them generic dialogues. And I would be surprised. I would be surprised if one of them just were like, "Teen guna lagan," and that's it, done.
yeah,
That's
literally that would be it. That would be it, and that would be amazing because this is, and in a way, I'm also glad that it happened because this is literally what Americans do to all other languages. And when they get actors of all, like for example, in the first Avengers movie, you remember that little girl that comes up to Bruce Banner at the start?
Yeah,
Baba Bukare, Baba Bukare, Charlie, you know. And I was sitting there. Then again, and this is a slightly more boutique reference, but in G.I. Joe 2.
Yeah.
They show a shot of all the presidents and prime ministers of the world watching.
There is an
Cobra's
Indian
carnage being unleashed. And all the other, like, may God have mercy on us all. And they cut to the Indian prime minister and just goes, "Hey Bhagwan!"
Yeah.
The entire contribution to the conversation, and that was it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad someone did this to Americans. For a change. Have a good fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, they were like, okay, let's see. Generic white guys, great. White, like, okay, let's take the format from Taken 1. The rich guys who are willing to be fancy about things. Add a little bit of hostile elements. Give them a little bit of cool, fancy mass. And obviously, human furniture. That is the job I will never want to take. You put me any other job, frontman, low-level guard, high-level.
I can't sit still for that long.
Dude, were they actual human beings or were
A lot
they
of them were.
props? Because, okay.
No, I think they were people.
Like, okay, it's gonna sound very like weird when I say it, but like a lot of times when the guards, they would rest their legs on someone, I would try to see if the person went like, like, you know, like a reaction of up.
No, they were trained. They were trained. Which brings me to the question of what of the two Dark G things did that human chair pick? Like, if the red one makes you a guard and the blue one makes you a player, what fucking one makes you like human furniture?
Just
like,
remove your clothes. You just remove your clothes at that point of time and you're like, see what you can do with this body. You know, I don't think I want to play this game with you. I'll be your furniture.
Like, it's fine.
And they looked like people. Honestly, yeah, they were actually people.
No, they were definitely people.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There was this one scene where it just looked definitely like a person, but you're completely motionless. I mean, again, maybe then it's just for that sequence, but
Yeah.
very, 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 very creepy. This thing. Did you know? Fun fact, by the way.
Also, interesting insight into
Yes.
South Korean morality of just randomly making like the only gay characters is one evil dude, right? Just wildly like really nice little like look into where it's like, how do I do shorthand for evil debauchery? Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'll make him the gay.
Gay and also abusing younger, good-looking guys.
Yeah,
That sort of
that's it.
older predatory behavior, which is like,
Yeah,
it's so bizarre. But if it's like they googled, creepy old man, and
No,
found
I think
him.
what they googled, Sahil, I think what they googled was Madhur Bhandarkar Korea, and whatever Google threw up, that they did that. They just did. They googled. This is what happens when this is what you get when you Google Madhur Bhandarkar Korea. Exactly this scene of that's what it is. That's my theory. Google, do it right now.
I'm
Google
doing it
Madhur
right now.
Bhandarkar
If I Google Madhur Bhandarkar Korea, the first image that it's of Madhur Bhandarkar.
Madhur Bhandarkar Korea, man. I'm telling you, that's what this is.
Yeah, his first, it's some tweet about he saw some firecrackers being stolen in Busan. Oh my god, Madhur. I was saying the fascinating thing about Squid Game being such a big cultural phenomenon is that in Abu Dhabi, they had an actual Squid Game where nobody died, but they actually had it at the Korean Convention Center. They got a bunch of 55 people to play the game, and they played all the games. Red light, green light, the Dalgona game, the glass game, which I think is so cool. I would love
But
to.
I think there's something extremely dystopian about a bunch of rich sheikhs going, you know what'll be fun? Unironically speaking, you know what I think would be fun is if we recreate that show where stupidly wealthy people get poorer people to participate in games for amusement.
Yeah.
I think that would be cute.
It's like they're like, all right, your first game was Dakchi. Your second game, build the World Cup stadium in Qatar, and they're like, this escalated really quickly.
That's not a game.
This is
not.
This is not a game.
Right. But that's roughly how many people have died building them. So hey, it's okay.
Welcome to the stream, guys. This is a fantastic
Yeah.
stream. We are very honest. We are to the point. We don't shy away from topics.
Nope.
We straight
We're
away
real.
talk about things. Talk about things.
Political, innit?
All right, great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to a fun segment. It's called Oh Fuck, which stands for frequently unanswered questions. And it's very
Nice.
simple. Chat, I'm going to read out some unanswered questions that I have found online. But if you also have some questions that you want to ask us about the show, theories that you want to let us know, just let us know.
My first unanswered question is:
Yes?
Is this company the single biggest recruiter in Korea? Because it's a massive operation.
Yeah. No, that's, I remember my first, when I was first talking to you, that was also one of my doubts. It's like, I'm sure they must be having like a back-end team, like an HR,
Yeah,
an
exactly.
IT,
You have to have that, right?
like the janitor who cleans up. There must be a lot of other choto departments also that work in this big killing
100%.
conglomerate,
And like HR queries there must be weird. Like people come like, I really didn't appreciate it. Like today when my colleague's brains got splattered all over my face because he showed his face. I really didn't enjoy that.
HR sends out an email. Hey guys, we are going to be playing Rangoli. We are doing Rangoli this Sunday with your blood.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yours sincerely, HR.
Happy Diwali. They hand people like every employee gets a box of firecrackers. 3 of these 6 bombs are real bombs that will blow up your house.
It's a fantastic.
And 3 are normal anar. And you have to decide. Happy Diwali, Squid Games, HR.
Dude, Squid Game's HR is such a good show.
Squid Game HR is a great show.
Like, I've always wondered, right? Like, places like the Death Star, I would love to know what happens behind the scenes. Like I think they tried it with Star Trek Lower Decks, where they got lower level people. But Squid Game's HR should be the next level, you know? Like, the literal, like, oh my god, man. I spoke to Jyoti the other day, and she's just like, fuck, man, she's just not replying to the emails, man. Fuck.
But one sec, which Jyoti? The circle Jyoti or the triangle Jyoti?
I don't know. I've not spoken to one. Oh shit! I think
you really have to be more careful about.
I shot the wrong Jyoti, you know.
Yeah, this is why. You know what? We keep having this problem, and I keep telling them we need to I don't understand the symbols shit.
I'm so sorry. I'm just if you don't mind, hold. हाँ चंदू वो ऑर्गन्स को हार्वेस्ट मत करना नहीं गलत बॉडी है गलत हाँ है ना यू सेड सर्कल ज्योति
हाँ सर्कल ज्योति
को ढूंढ लेना ओके राइट हैप्पी दिवाली हैप्पी ओके
लेकिन एक किडनी रखना फ्रिज what did you feel about organ
I was just going to read that
show CD? It's great, right? Because it also just goes to show that beyond a point, in a capitalistic system, the scavenging never stops.
Of course.
Like, it's at every level.
Of course. And also, like, it just, like, see, at the end of the day, if you were talking about basic social commentary, if you're going into the most basic level of social commentary, organ harvesting at the core root of it is literally Squid Games, right? Yeah. You take an underprivileged person, you promise them massive amounts of wealth, and then at the end of the day, you either take their life or you steal their organs. Yeah, and true. It's quite a messed up situation when you so when I saw that, I'm like, great, but also how did they let it pass? Like, there has to be that next level of, like, there's that one guard who's constantly switching CCTV footage. There is one guard who's handling the body. They built a trap. They built a tunnel. These are very bad guards, that I have to admit.
I mean, I'm guessing attrition is high in the Squid Game recruitment process, and I feel like HR is very busy.
HR is busy going after the other person.
Yeah, I feel like there aren't that many, career company guys. Like,
So they are like, you know what? Let's try earning from, like, that also brought me to this thing, right? Like, it's like everything was stocked, right? You had your tunnels when you needed them. You had your scuba tanks when you needed them. It's like, it's Squid Game, but it's also very convenient Squid Game, like,
it's
for
like
the
Squid
employees.
Game, except for the cop, where he's like, what a fun escape room. Where he completely misunderstands what's happening on this island. He goes, this is just a very nice escape room.
Yeah. Which also brings me to another unanswered question. I know he was using an iPhone, but how did that battery last so long? It was mesmerizing.
How did it last 6 days worth of battery in a place with no network, where it would have constantly been searching for network? Like, what magic iPhone is this?
Yeah, not even once have I seen a scene where he's running around in the costume and charging his phone, and they're like, what are you doing, number 29? And he's like, 2 minutes, battery low hai, please. 2 minutes. 2 minutes dena yaar, please. None of that shit happened.
Bus 20%
Yeah. It's fascinating, man. That dude, for me, was full convenience. Everything was convenient. I got in, convenient. I kidnapped that dude, convenient. No one tells me to talk, convenient. When I talk, they are like, oh, I've never heard this voice before, convenient. He can scuba dive. I mean,
I guess Korean police training is extensive. I mean, that's all I'll say. I think you're giving not enough credit to the South Korean police and their training. And I bet if he had been required to, like Nathan Drake, he would have been able to fly a plane.
Oh yeah, of course.
Could have been anything.
This was full Uncharted, and he had the ultimate tool. The ultimate tool every person who is going into a situation requires. A Ziploc bag, ताकि phone गीला ना हो जाए.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how I knew that this guy is going to survive.
He pulled out a Ziploc bag. He like, I think,
this guy will be fine.
There are some other unanswered questions that we have. Is a very fascinating one. Do other countries have Squid Games? Because that's a theory going around. Because they said, specifically the front man said, this is the Korean edition. So a lot of people are like, do other countries have them?
I'm sure they do, but I'm sure India has like a Squid Game, but in certain months it's just like a paneer and veggies game, like, for like social reasons. And then it goes back to being the Squid Game in other months. I'm sure.
It's like Cabin in the Woods. If you've seen
Paplet game, says Viraj. We have Paplet. We have
hilarious,
Paplet game.
Hilarious.
Tisriya game.
Hilarious. I'm just saying, Poplet game, same CC Lagori. Yes, we've discussed all the Indian games. Lagori, Kho, the marbles though I thought was definitely going to become an Indian. Some
Of
dude
course.
sitting on all like squatting and going googly like
100%.
yeah, like that.
100%. When I saw the marbles, I was like, array.
Great question, Uzumaki. Did you guys watch it in English or in Korean language?
Korean.
English.
Korean. No, Korean. Korean. I've realized dubbings never capture the actual tone of whatever the like live action actor is doing in terms of like whether it's exasperation or whether it's whatever, and I just can't do it. Though I did also see an article online that suggested that some of the English subtitling for the Korean this thing were butchered.
Oh, a
So-
lot. Like, so, like, there are a lot of videos of people getting angry saying they've completely butchered the English version. Chi
Yeah.
English, why Sahil, why? I'll tell you guys, okay? Very simple. I love watching foreign films. I love watching them in the original language. That is how I always watch them. But when you're watching I was watching with my wife. And she is very like, I can't focus when there are subtitles below, and I'm trying to understand and all of that. So we tend to just play it in English, and you're like, okay, cool, I got the basic gist of it. And I actually enjoyed the English things. Because there are very few shows that do a good English dub. Like if you've seen any of the Israeli shows, like if you've seen Fauda, it's so bad. Their English dub. Did you see Hit and Run?
I did not see Hit and Run. What is
Hit and Run is the same. It's the same guy, Lior Suchev. That's his name. He did the same Israeli and New York now. That's the new plot line. And the English dub, he's like, oh no, baby, what happened? And then he's singing What is Love? I'm like, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. And I'm like, this English dub was given to an Israeli person to speak in English in an American. That hodgepodge of nonsense.
Yep.
But this time I saw the English and it was quite well acted. It was quite well dubbed. So like I was like thoroughly impressed.
I'm a full always subs never dubs guy.
Oh, that's
always subs never dubs, yo.
That's a fantastic.
Represent always subs never dubs.
That's a great line, dude. That's a great line.
That's how I roll.
Chat. Did you see it English or did you see it in original Korean? Always subs, never dubs, or are you team dubs?
So Uzumaki is asking, did anybody watch it in Hindi? Okay, so I shot like for Netflix's channel. Tanmay and I shot like
I saw
reacts
that.
to this thing.
Yeah.
And we were watching and like we were like for one, we were like, chal yaar, let's just see. Might be fun. Let's put on Hindi. We lasted 25 seconds. We lasted 25 seconds before like, I'll just switch back to English. That's all we made.
Oh, wow, overpowering support for Korean team subs
Korean
all the
dude.
way. Sorry guys.
Always subs, never dubs.
Sorry to let you down.
Always subs, never dubs.
Alright, I'm going to take this moment to just quickly tell you also, guys, if you're enjoying this, please press the like button. If you press the like button, more people will get to know that the stream is going on. More people will get to watch this. And we are trying to make this a regular thing. So if you're really enjoying, please let us know in the comments. We would love to keep doing this again and again. I'm going to move on to another question that I had was, we've discussed a lot of questions, but one of the questions I wanted to know is, two things. Okay, it's a two-parter, sir. Two-parter. Part number one.
Two-parter, yes.
Yes, two-parter. Part number one, sir. What happened?
You forgot to introduce yourself.
Oh,
It's
yes.
Trent
Krim from The Independent. Yes.
Trent Krim, The Independent.
Man,
Yes.
I'm so jealous of the guy's hair, dude. I just want his hair.
Yes. He looks like a British version of Bidu. Like, you remember Bidu? You remember Bidu? Like, he looks like kids today might not know Bidu, alright? Bidu. And here's a little fact that will blow your mind. You know the song Everybody Love Kung Fu Fighting?
Yes.
Actual music producer on that song's Indian dude named Bidu. Boom. Go away. Tell your friends that. Impress them with that fact.
That's a great fact. That is actually a great fact.
That fact. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you know that Everybody Loves Kung Fu Fighting was produced essentially by an Indian guy?
No.
Yeah, Bidu. And this Bidu's like one OG. He like went there and he's killed it and he's worked with
Yeah, but then again, it's a very generic song, Like he's like, hey, yeah, where am I? People are fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody likes kung fu fighting. Woo! And then his unreleased, everybody loves chow mein eating. No one read that. No one heard that one.
Thank you for the super chat, Darvinder.
Yeah, thank you so much, Darvinder. And yes, of course, would love to grab a coffee and chit chat. So, my question to you, which was the two-parter Trent Krim from The Independent, sir.
Yes, Trent.
Question number one: what happened to the people who won previously? Like, I know about the front man, but what about all the others? Because they've had these games since the 1980s. So, what do you think happened to them? And question number two: what happened to the people who bounced? Who were like, yeah, cool, I don't want to play this game, voting out, and they never came back? What?
Well, to answer your first question, Trent, The answer to the first question is the people who won the game took their 45 billion, shut the fuck up, and enjoyed the rest of their lives. That is what I think the people who won the game did. And I think the people who bounced, I think as the second episode showed us, their lives are either obviously so miserable or so this thing that, or these are obviously people who belong to sections of society where one of two outcomes is logical. They will conduct their lives in a manner where it is, or their lives will unfold in a manner so horrible that they're probably not around anymore anyway.
Yeah.
Or two, it's a situation where if they did go in the same way that he first, when Ji-hyun went and told people, they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. It's
Right?
the same
Because
thing.
the actual game is so surreal and the way they make it is so surreal that anybody who went out there, that said, there would at some point, there would be a point where if enough people, say for example, if 4 people over the course of, say even 5 years, wandered in telling exactly this story,
I'm sure.
some form of conspiracy theory would start to build, right?
Forget that. 456 people going missing every year from this, I presume, maybe the same city, same area, but randomly 456 people going missing around the same
So
time
that's
frame.
the thing. I don't know if it's always 456 people.
Okay.
I'm not sure that it is. I think it depends on how many people sign up. They probably cast the line out to like 500, 600 people. And I don't think it's necessarily 456. I think it was 456 people that year. But I'm guessing they probably have, like, within the rules of the game, a lower cutoff and an upper cutoff.
Going to Master Ji एक और बना लेना 701 हो गए इस बार.
Exactly.
He's just sitting there with his
Like,
stitching
man,
machine.
I really thought 800 would be enough.
And
So, yeah.
that's a very valid point when you come to think of it. That's an interesting question. Also, great question from Shruti, by the way, which is one question that I also wanted to know. How the fuck do you get a message into a hard-boiled egg? I've thought it through.
I mean, you're talking to somebody here who's not even usually sure when an egg is perfectly hard-boiled. So we're so far away from my cooking skills here.
Because you can technically roll it up, but I've seen people inject with a needle into a hard-boiled egg, and that's possible. In fact, in a normal eggshell, you can use a needle.
Like how do you inject like a piece of paper?
Exactly. Unless, yeah. So that's a great question, Shruti, and that is also one of the questions where we literally don't have an answer to.
The answer to that question is you get the correct way to get a piece of text into a hard-boiled egg
Feed a
is
chicken?
called convenient screenwriting.
Oh, okay. I thought you feed a chicken paper. You know, you're like mixing
I mean,
like
you
that.
could do that. You
Yeah.
could do that, but that would be giving screenwriters credit where you're assuming that the people who write things get
Yeah.
off their couches and go find chickens and do such things. But yeah.
Alright, guys, we are going to move on to the next segment. The next segment is the fun one. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. I'm going to play my intro music. 1, 2, 3. It's time for some unpopular opinions. Right. Ah! Accidental screen I went to. Accidental screen, guys. Accidental screen. I made a mistake in the layout. Nobody saw it.
It's fine. Nobody saw it.
Alright,
Nobody saw it.
unpopular opinions. This is the fun part. Chat, if you have any unpopular opinions about the show, please let us know. We would love to hear your opinions. Rohan, by any chance, I'll let you start on this one. Give me your unpopular opinions.
My unpopular opinion. Wait, one unpopular opinion. Actually, I don't even know if it's unpopular. Is that I really thought that the ending like kind of sucked and let the show down. And my other unpopular, I know everybody loves Ali, but I felt like they really made him like one note bichara character. Like, and I feel like he deserved more. I feel like it would have been nice in like episode 6 if he had a turn where he wasn't bichara for once, but he literally in a game where like, yeah, as Utkarsh calls it, in a death game. If you're that trusting, like that trusting, then man, I don't know. Like, I feel like that whole being bichara, but then standing up for himself at the correct time would have been a cool choice. But otherwise, then like you literally just made like this Max bichara to like kill for no reason. And now, because of the way his story ended, his family just thinks he abandoned them.
Yeah. And
it was all like, go, I'll be right behind you. And then they just never hear from him again.
Very rarely have I seen I've seen so many shows and movies where after a point of time, you know the tips, you know the tricks that people pull off, when they want to tug your heartstrings, set up the formula, make this person, like, I'm not even kidding, okay, this is going to sound so weird, but there was, Courage the Cowardly Dog had a bunch of villains that came. There was one guy who had come, he had a hunchback, okay, and every time he would come, Eustace would scream at him, and he would just be like, sir, I just want to sit, sir, I just want to play. And I cried as a kid watching that episode, because I'm like, he's so nice, why are people being horrible to him, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's that entire, he's so nice, why would you do something to someone so pure? And then that entire stone situation, oh,
that was like
my
next level dick move.
God.
Of course, I mean, I get it, right? Like, that finally cements, like, Sang-woo as the villain.
Of
But,
course,
like,
of course.
Still,
And
like, I mean,
man, if you were in Sang-woo's place and that is an unpopular opinion, you would do the same thing.
oh, 100%. Like somebody said, Sang-woo was realistic. Like, I would 100% be Sang-woo in that game.
Yeah.
Like, beyond a point, like, what, let's be friends, just that, whatever. No, bro, one of us is going to bounce from here.
Dude, after a point of time, I knew that Sang-woo had turned over to the dark side, but like in that stepping glass sequence where he's like, oh, can you just check? I'm like, whoa, Sang-woo.
Another unpopular, I don't know, again, this is actually not an unpopular
No, please
opinion,
go for
but
it.
Man, that entire, like, they blow up, like, that glass staircase thing, and then that one shard just hits her.
Unnecessary,
and then, like,
dude.
she dies. Like, it's just like, oh, we don't have time, like, for one more game to kill her.
Yeah, like
But,
that is an opinion that someone had said that she deserves a better death. Like her
Oh,
death was
yeah,
also
yeah.
just
I believe this manner of death is called the Black Widow. Where you just 100% do not do the female character justice, and she just dies because someone must.
yeah. I mean, in the other way, the crazy lady got a good death. You know, I call her crazy lady because that was her entire character, and I'm so sorry for I hated her, or maybe I hated the English dub of her. Sorry.
She was good. Like, I think he was supposed to, like, on some level, like, be like annoyed at her or hate her. I think on some level you were supposed to.
Yeah.
But in the Korean dub, she was quite effective.
Okay.
She gives off this nice, like, off-kilter energy.
Yeah,
which
no,
was
no.
quite cool.
You know, in every show you have your typical characters, right? You've got the nice dude, that's Ali. You've got the, right, you know, you've got the lead. You've got the bad guy. You've got the bad person with the past. And then you've got chaos. She was chaos. Like, you need that one chaotic member to be chaotic throughout, which was great. And like when she pulled off that final death move of hugging him and pulling, I'm like,
yeah, that was great. That was well done.
Well done. And
well
I
done.
appreciate a good placed dick joke. You know, a good place tera luli chota at that very specific moment. Appreciate
well
it.
placed.
It's your last words are that. Oh, mashallah.
Well placed dick joke. Like, really well placed dick joke.
Another unpopular opinion. Chat, again, I'm telling you, you have any unpopular opinion, please let us know. Hindi dub was the best. Manan, that is not an Manan, please go away from here. Manan Desai says Hindi dub was the best. Manan, you should do a Gujju dub of this thing. If you ever do a Gujju dub of Squid Game, please let me know. I'm in. We'll just dub the whole Gujju part.
Yes.
Then there was another one which was basically, the games were not that interesting. Like maybe Tug of War and Sugar Candy was fun. But apart from that, yeah, okay, cool. Nothing major, you know. Like,
so Tug of War was like thrilling as hell.
Huh.
Like, that entire Tug of War thing was insane.
Huh.
What else? The marbles. So again, marbles between drug dealer guy and that other guy. That was damn tense.
Yeah.
That was super duper tense. What else?
The glass one, I love glass.
Staircase was great.
Glass was
Staircase was
amazing. Tug of War, I'm like,
I mean, red light, green light, of course, is iconic now.
Dude,
Like,
I had played Red Light, Green Light once or twice as a kid, but I'd forgotten how to. Have you ever played the game?
like a version of it, but not by that name.
Not by that game. Like, I played it as a kid, and when I saw it, like right now, oh man, that entire opening game sequence is so well done.
Yeah. It's brilliant, and it's just that escalation, right, from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Is just amazing.
Like the girl turns around, the rapid eyes, the fact that, you know, there's a creepy sound, there's
and
a
then when the
gunshot.
killing starts, when the dying starts, like, that was some Sam Peckinpah Tarantino shit. Like,
Dude, there was so much where I was just like, it's like you're like, yeah, cool, 1 death, 2 death, 3, okay, cool. okay, a lot more deaths. Okay, thun 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 thun. I'm like, fuck, man, that is a lot of gunshots and very accurate gunshots, mind you.
No one does violence, and especially like psychologically destructive violence, like the Koreans and the Japanese. Like, this is my theory. Like, in cinema, nobody
That's true.
like does violence like the Koreans and the
Dude,
Japanese.
have you seen I Saw the Devil?
Of course, I've seen I Saw the Devil. Then, like, if you want to go Japanese, like, have you seen like some of that Takashi Miike shit?
No.
Like,
Which one are you talking about?
so there's Audition,
Audition, yes.
right? Like, there's Audition, then there's Happiness of the Katakuris, then you do this Masters of Horror episode, which is just all sorts of twisted. Then it's just, and then also like in Korean cinema, right? Like, there's Park Chan-wook. Like, if you see movies like Old Boy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you look at the
movies like
Old Boy,
for Mr. Vengeance, just
there was also
devastating.
There was also one more. I'm trying to figure out which was the one where the two policemen are trying to catch the rapist. It's slipping my tongue the name, but it's the same thing. It's like there is a scene in that where the killer enters there's a coffee shop, right? It's a grocery store, and the grocery store owner is like, "What would you like?" And then there's a stabbing sequence after that, which is like they push the envelope. There was a point where I was like,
is that no? People are saying Memories of Murder. Is that Memories of Murder?
Yes, I think that's Memories of Murder. He does enter
in Memories of
Yeah,
Murder?
dude, he enters the store at the end. I'm so sorry, again, spoilers for people who are watching, but if I'm not wrong, he enters the store at the end and he kills the lady, and that leads to at Memories of Murder in the ending. That is the sequence.
I kind of remember. I saw Memories of Murder like 2 months ago. Why do I not remember this scene? There were 3 cops, no, in Memories of Murder.
No, 2.
3, no, only 2.
Only 2. 2 who are chasing, and they almost catch him, and then he commits an act of murder. It happens at the end.
No. That Memories of Murder is a different one then. Memories of Murder is based on a real story where they're going after, where these systematically, like, these women are killed.
Yeah.
Like, over the course of this thing. And there are these, like, this cop who comes from the city and these other 2 cops. And it's more just about, like, the sort of different styles of policing between these guys. And in the end, it ends with, like, this cop literally staring directly at the camera.
Okay.
You basically implying. So yeah, it was, yeah, exactly.
I'll try to.
Memories of Murder was shut case without any evidence, with the cop retiring and all of that.
No,
Memories of Murder is definitely different.
If I ever do find out the movie, now guys, I will let you know. I will definitely let you know. When I do find out the movie. But you're right. Like, I love Korean cinema. I love that. Some of the movies that I've seen, and again, I'm team dubs when it comes to, team subs when it comes to that.
Team subs, always team subs. Always team subs.
Team subs. Thoroughly enjoy, and just, oh man, when I saw the Devil, right? Fun fact for all the people who are watching, please watch the movie. That was, Badlapur was sort of inspired from I Saw the Devil. The violence in I Saw the Devil is...
Yeah, it's absurd. It's next level. Thank you, Ankita, for the super chat.
Yeah, to watch
Ep.1 class. Wait, is it on Netflix?
Show. Yeah, sure. We will check it out. Different from the Squid Game, Korean shows and movies have huge potential. Yes, Ankita, if we will definitely watch it. Please let us know if it's on Netflix or which platform. How about Alice in Borderland? Very underrated. That is a great opinion. Yes, nobody's talking about Alice in Borderland.
I've seen half of Alice in Borderland. It's great.
It's the same thing.
It's the same.
Except with the same question. You're taken to an alternate universe. You want to know how they reach the alternate universe, and you want to know.
That's it.
Like, I don't know if have you seen this movie, which is in a very similar zone. It's called Circle. Have you seen Circle?
Have I? No, I have not seen Circle.
So Circle is a very simple plotline. 456, not 400, around 100 people wake up, and all of them are in a circle, in concentric circles.
Okay.
And a voice says you have to choose who will die, and if you don't choose, one of you will automatically die.
Okay.
And so the whole movie is about them discussing who they want to kill. Oh, please watch Circle tonight.
Oh, wow, that sounds great.
Chat also, please watch Circle. It's one of those, how did it go from year to year? What happened? And, it's an interesting thing. Train to Busan. Yes, Train to Busan is a great movie. Yes, yeah, you're right. In terms of the violence, of course, all of these
Train to Busan is outstanding.
I'll tell you another unpopular opinion, which was, where did it go? Yes, Ji-Hoo, sir. Yeah, main one. Ji-Hoo shouldn't have won.
Yeah, I mean, logically, like, Sang-woo's about turn where he's like, actually, I'll kill myself and you should win. After getting that far was a bit random.
Yeah, I'm like, it led to that build-up where I thought it would be really intense. He's just throwing sand left, right,
Yeah.
and center. And then he's like, yeah, take a call. Now, abhi, fuck it, I'm going to kill myself. And I'm like,
Take care of mom.
yeah, why? Why?
Which then he doesn't do. He just leaves her with a child and a bag of money. Also, he left her with a bag of money. He left an old lady and a child with a gigantic suitcase of open money in the middle of the street. How long do you think those two are going to survive, realistically?
No, forget that. Forget that. My biggest question to all of that is, all these people, they get a fuckload of money. Where is tax? Is there tax? Is there GST?
Cash.
Is there...
Cash money.
No, 1 minute. Jihan got it in his bank account. Na bro, it reflected when he put in the credit card.
That's
so technically
true.
it is a statement. So is there like income tax rate? Does that work in Korea? I don't know. Is there like that
I
sort
have
of
no idea. I'm sure Korea maybe has a IT department there.
Yeah, na, like NCB suddenly rates that old lady. This kid, Aryan Khan, we take him to.
It's right there. This kid is just like, I'm going back to North Korea. Fuck this shit. South Korea is the worst.
Okay, you have any other opinions? Because then I'll just do the last segment and we'll keep it a nice little cute little stream.
I do not have any other opinion other than I do agree with the person who said that I don't think there should be a season 2. It's a nice closed loop show.
Yeah. No, but you will, right? It's like a very
I
simple
mean, there
thing.
will be a season 2, I know.
There
but
will be a season 2. There will also be a prequel to find out how the old man in his younger days created
course.
the game. It's
Of course.
bound to happen because when you create a universe like this, you have so many questions that need
Of course.
answering. They left the brother ka angle very open-ended where firstly brothers reveal. That was my unpopular opinion. Fuck off, dude. I knew it from the start.
Yeah.
I
of
knew
course.
it from the start. It was
Of
the
course, of
saddest
course.
surprise
Of
I've ever
course.
seen.
Of course. That was like, of course, like what, like how much Bollywood, like literally, bhai tera bhai hai wo. Wow. Like,
Yeah.
just wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Sahil, you were talking about the Chaser apparently.
The Chaser. Yes, I am so sorry. Thank you
were
so
talking
much. Who
about
suggested
the
that?
Chaser.
Who suggested
said
that?
The Chaser.
Chaser,
I'm going to look
Chaser,
and say
Chaser.
Anulipi Samantha says.
Anulipi, yes, thank you. That was the movie. Yeah, that was
yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. I got confused with Memories of a Murder. Thank you so much, Satyajit, for the chat. No, we have not seen or read the Laga game, but we will check it out. And Saurabh Agrahari said, those who died, wouldn't the family member inquire? Yes, that is also true. Unless you're a couple.
But I feel like they prayed specific. Wow. As there were.
Like, I
But
love
yeah.
that couple, you know. They're like, dono saath mein chalte, it'll be a fun adventure.
Yeah.
If we
There's
die,
no
we-
way this can end badly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a kid is waiting at home or we
Yeah,
said
no,
we are
no.
stepping out for dinner and
Of course not.
we are dead.
Of course. Of course.
But that's a great plan, you know. It's like a full +1 scene for everything, you know. In case there's a game,
Utkarsh,
+1
saying,
is
please
sorted.
watch Kingdom. I've watched Kingdom. Kingdom is great.
Kingdom's the zombie one, no?
Yes, it's very good fun.
Yes.
Kingdom is very good fun.
The platform is also amazing. Yes, the platform
Yes.
very similar trope. I mean, okay, before we move on to the last segment, like I said, I have Circle and you did an entire video, Rohan recommends about all the different shows / movies. Are there any others that you missed out in that you would like to recommend as well as chat? Please recommend. if
Right
there's
now,
anything.
none are coming to mind. But please watch Rohan Recommend on my YouTube channel.
Yeah,
which has
please
Squid
do.
Game recommendations.
Please do. Like I messaged so like I told Rohan, yeah, hey man, you want to do this? He said, yeah, let's do it. I said, okay, cool. We'll talk about Squid Game. He like, yeah, let's cool. In the week that followed up to this stream happening, he's come on a stream with Tanmay. He's done a Rohan recommends about Squid Game. He's posted about it.
I'm now
like, yeah,
officially, I'm officially the resident Squid Games authority. So yeah.
Right, great, cool. We've got good, rather overwhelming. Yes, we've done that. There are so many K-dramas. Squid Game went viral. Yes, Kunal, that's how it works with many shows, right? There are so many amazing things that people put out, and it just takes that one thing for people
we'll
to
never
lose their
know.
shit. Yeah, like
And we'll never know.
Money Heist. Everyone's like, oh my god, best show to come out of Spain. But maybe there's other stuff also, you know. Spanish
Yeah,
movies, by the
maybe.
way. The movie that inspired Badla, the Spanish version, and there was also one more called The Body. Fantastic. Okay. Great chat, guys. I'm going to move on to the last segment and we'll wrap up this stream. The last segment is the stupidest segment. Rohan, have you seen Squid Game memes?
I have seen Squid Game memes. I love Squid Game memes.
I
memes are great.
have been addicted. I have got a few Squid Game memes that I have kept over here. We're going to
Please
just
show.
quickly go through them. This is one which is Jihu when he meets someone who doesn't know Sangwoo graduated from SNU. I love every three lines was, hey, did you know he graduated from SNU?
Yeah, that's
he was
it.
from SNU. Did you know he graduated from SNU?
Always. Every single time. Number one hype man.
Yeah, that guy would be my wingman, man. Did you know he's a really good guy?
Yeah. He's amazing. He's the best.
Next one. लड़की कमाल रे अक्कियों से गोली मारे. This is genius. When I see someone else crack a joke before me, I feel so like, man.
I wish that was me.
Yeah.
I wish that was me.
1 second, I'm getting.
Where's your audio gone?
Nothing. I was getting attacked by a dog. My dog.
That'll happen.
He was getting confused. Okay, cool. This is my favorite. It's not even a meme.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'll never sleep again. Oh God, I'll never sleep again. Oh God. Oh,
I love it. This is my this is going to be my new profile photo for the next few days.
Unfortunately, Akshay Kumar can't be in the Squid Games remake because the title Patriot Games has already been taken by Tom Clancy. So unfortunately, due to these reasons, Akshay Kumar will not be able to star in the Indian remake of Squid Game.
It's like red light, green light. She turns around. Akshay Kumar is holding an Indian flag. She like, please pass.
Right there.
Please
yeah,
pass.
Please just go.
Like in the oh my God.
अक्षय कुमार डॉल के साथ बात कर. आपको पता है कि इंडिया में ट्रेडिशन है 3000 सालों से कि हम बच्चों का स्वागत हमेशा प्यार से करते हैं. And that girl will start crying so much the guns will get choked up. And then like Squid Game.
Dude, I am imagining this. Like in the last Squid Game, him versus Sang-woo, he goes down to pick up the mud and he looks at the camera.
I think you mean
देश की मिट्टी से बना कजारिया tiles.
So I mean, first of all, it'll be very sad to see Sunil Shetty die like that, like Sang-Woo, right? Like first of all, I think that'll be very sad after so many movies together. But
dude,
yeah, that's
Hera Fairy Squid Games is another concept waiting to happen. Red light, green light, doll turns around, she's got the Barbie wife.
Hera Games.
Oh, these are some great ideas. Netflix, please contact us. We are willing to write spin-offs.
Yes, Hera Games, contact us.
We just have a few more. Next one. This is so inappropriate, but it makes me laugh every single time.
Bring it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's just the meme placement of it all.
That's so fucking funny. That's so fucking funny. Still a better movie than Kabir Singh.
Oh, fantastic. This is Aditya from Jab We Met.
Oh man, that's exact.
That is exact. It's a very I
Yes.
like it. Very exact. Geet will be Sang-Woo.
Yes,
Hey,
exactly.
SNU में आया था.
Yeah, no. Actually, weirdly enough, Aditya will have Geet's dialogue. मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. Because that sums up Sang-Woo 100%.
Me all day, me at 3 p.m. I love this series of memes are my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Crazy old man and sad old man, and this
best.
face of crazy old man. Oh man, that's the best expression ever. I was doing such.
This sad old man look like. If you've ever been to Goa and if you've ever been on a beach at 6 in the morning and you've seen someone coming down from like MD or like a solid acid on the beach.
Dude, I literally tweeted the same thing today. The first image, him running, was me going to Goa and then me on the beach. It was literally the same. That was a tough night. This is Ji-Hoo in the game. I will protect Sae-byeok. Look out for 001. Protect Ali and Sang-Woo. Be noble, quick thinking and strong. Ji-Hoo outside. Me don't care about my daughter. Let me bet on more horses. Hee.
Yeah. True.
Which, by the way, on a side note, let me just tell you, I told Rohan also, I messaged Anupam on Instagram. I also sent him an email.
Did he reply?
He didn't reply. I think what has happened is he's suddenly become super popular, right?
Oh, yeah,
so if you had like 30,000 followers and suddenly you hit 3 million, you get an influx of messages also. So obviously, our poor little. But guys, if you like today's episode, please message Anupam Tripathi, send him this link and tell him to watch it and tell him that we love Ali and represent, man. Desi, always Desi represent. Always Desi represent.
Because you know there are already some Desis in his inbox going, how can you dare play Pakistani?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you are India, don't you have pride? So go represent a kinder face.
Yeah, please. And speaking of Anupam Tripathi, my favorite Ali meme is this.
Hilarious. This is hilarious.
And you know what was the title? It was Ali, are you okay? Are you okay, Ali? This interview, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Me, on top of that, I'm good at everything except for the things I'm not, which I think is going to be the new t-shirt phrase for
Yes.
everyone.
I think so.
And this you'll appreciate.
Dude, I'm just gonna say it. Go back.
Yes.
Doesn't she look like Kangana Ranaut?
Yeah, she has that. Yeah. She doesn't even look like it. She's got the same vibes going on. you
Yeah,
know?
na?
This is a Kangna dialogue, you know.
Yeah, na?
Like she tweets one day on I'm good at everything except for the things I'm not, you know.
Yeah,
Meryl
she-
Streep mere se achhi hai, you know, like stuff like that.
I can't shake it again. Like this is the Madhur Bhandarkar Korea, bro. I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm waiting. If Madhur Bhandarkar, if you're watching this, or if you ever do come on this channel and you make Squid Games Korea, please call us. We've got some interesting ideas, a side angle
Yeah,
involving
definitely.
HR, Hera Fairy. Please, we've got like a full thing set ready to go, man.
She does have big Kangana energy. You're right.
She has big
You're
Kangana
right.
energy.
She has big Kangana energy.
Big Kangna energy. Yeah,
BKE.
of course, for you only, just for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Big Snoop in the house. And
Oh yeah.
I think
Going
12,
on.
13, 14. Yeah, this is my favorite meme. Where it's like Niyati, where I'll expand it. You get on the fucking plane and the cat is with the
Oh
red
man,
wicket.
that cat is like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Alright guys, that brings us to the end of all the segments that we had. That is all that was our in-depth chat about Squid Games. Do you have anything to add, Ron?
Madhur Bhandarkar. If you're watching,
Yeah, please, Madhur.
call us.
We've got some
Call
stellar
us.
ideas.
You
Stellar
have
ideas.
no idea. You have no idea.
We are just
what we've got.
waiting to change the Indian entertainment scene.
You have no idea. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm gonna pitch it to you. Like game the kale. Game the kale. I can't wait to pitch it. It's gonna be amazing.
Hey Jalwa, Squid Game ka hai ye Jalwa.
And that's how you get a copyright strike at the end of your stream.
For
That's how
one
you get
line?
copyright
For one line?
Hey man, you don't know Madhur's watching.
Yeah, that's also true. Hey, I love you, Madhur. Chat. If you're left-
I want us to sign off with Drishti's line, which is I still don't know how Ji-hoon intends to do anything about the game. He is stupid and alone.
To which I'll go back to a very simple thing. This face. This is Geo throughout. Just staring like, Oh man. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of Binge-O-Clock. This has been a super fun start to something.
We made it through our first episode. We made it.
We did it. We made it.
Through our first episode.
Right, guys, we are going to be doing this. We are going to try to do this regularly. If you have any specific topics that you want us to talk about, please do message us on Instagram. He is on Instagram at the rate Mojorojo. I'm on Instagram at the rate Sahilpula. There will be an ending slide where you can check it out. Tell us what you thought about the episode. Tell us what you didn't like about the episode. Tell us what you loved about the episode.
Tell us your dreams. Tell us your hopes.
Everything.
Tell us what you want. Tell us what you don't want. Tell us the foods
Everything.
you like, the foods you dislike. Tell us your ATM pins.
Everything.
Tell us your Aadhaar number. Tell us everything.
And then copy paste all of that and send it to Madhur Bhandarkar, because that is
Yes.
very important that he knows everything about us as well.
Game the kale must happen.
And before we go, few quick announcements. Rohan, do you have any announcement to make?
Yes, I will be streaming some gameplay tomorrow at some point. Other than that, my podcast, A Show About Crypto, has new episode out today. It's available on major audio platforms. It's very creatively called A Show About Crypto with Rohan Joshi. So if you look for A Show About Crypto with Rohan Joshi, you will find A Show About Crypto with Rohan Joshi. Anywhere and everywhere. And currently, those are my announcements. What are your announcements?
Plus the Monday crossword.
Plus the Monday crossword stream, which will happen, believe it or not, on Monday.
Yeah, they're sticking to regular crossword streams on Monday.
I think regular crossword streams on Monday. It's happening. It's happening.
Dude, I'm waiting for crossword Premier League, you know.
It's a matter of time, man. It's a matter of time. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's either that or the NYT copyright strikes me, one or the other. Whichever of the two happens first. What are your announcements?
I just have a very simple announcement. Two simple announcements. One, on the 30th of this month, I'm recording stand-up in Mumbai. I have posted the link in my story, but I'll post it in the community tab. So if you want to buy tickets, please buy tickets and come. All the videos will then come on YouTube. So technically, you're supporting the cycle of video uploading. And also, if you like this episode, I'm telling you again, normally I always spam the chat. I always say press like, Jai Mata Di, let's rock. Today we've done none of that because we were just having fun. But if you like this, please spam the like button, press it, share this with all your friends, share it with everyone who saw Squid Game. Take a screenshot of the stream, put it up on your stories, tag us. Just spread the word that there is something like this out there, and we are going to be back with another episode of Binge-O-Clock. We are going to do our best to be super regular and talk about all the things that we love, hoping that eventually you guys will love it as much.
Underwhelming promise, right? What a great note on which you know. We are going to try our best.
No, see,
potentially perhaps be regular. I agree with you. I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
I'm on your side. I am free. I had to chase
I'm on
you.
Your side. I'm on your side here. I am 100%.
I am. See, if it were me, I'd be like, hey guys, see you tomorrow for Binge-O-Clock. But since there is you involved, I'm like, hey guys, potentially maybe another episode, we'll see. But no, we are doing another episode for sure.
It's gonna happen.
This has been an absolutely successful first episode. So thank you so much to everybody who watched. Thank you so much to everybody who super chatted. Thank you so much to everybody who was obviously chatting. And Devesh, as usual, thank you so much for being such a fantastic mod. He has also added the link to Rohan's channel. Please subscribe to Rohan's channel. Yeah, subscribe to Rohan's channel, subscribe to my channel, and we'll be back with another episode of Binge-O-Clock. Till next time, bye friends. And keep binging. I had to say that, something like that. May the binge be with you. I think we should say may the binge be with you. I think that's a very cool ending. May the binge be with you. Alright guys, ending the stream. Bye. Hello. Can you hear me? I'm talking on the chat. No, I don't think that. Hello. Yeah, you can.